Well, I'm about 100 or so feet into a little hike up a long arroyo that I hope is going to end up leading me into a slot canyon up here somewhere. And this is not like a regular hike where, you go find a trail. The only trails I've got here in the Gila wilderness at this place is just animal trails and arroyos to follow. So this really makes it a unique exploration adventure because you just don't know what you're going to find, and it's not likely that many other people have walked here. So let's go take a look. I stopped here because of this really fine black looking sand. It's really unique. So what we have here is a big old rock that is actually a conglomerate of a whole bunch of other rocks. If you look close, you'll see it's almost like you had a bunch of rocks that were just randomly cemented together. Normally, when you have rocks with sharp angles, then you call it breccia. But if you've got more rounded ones, then you call it conglomerate. So I'm not sure. This could be a little of both. One life form that's really plentiful around here are little lizards. There are a lot of them this size, and I've seen some bigger ones too. But this one is kind of typical. They're kind of friendly, not very eager to run away there. See how close I can get. There he goes. One of the first obstacles going to require a little climbing. It looks like the animals use that log quite a bit. It's well worn down. Really interesting growth, I guess, at one time was on this old dead tree. It almost looks like the mountains themselves. Seeing lizards and toads and insects. Got a few wasps and some little sweat bees. Oh, looks like I got some climbing to do here. Yeah. Some recent rains have sparked a little mullein colony here. Looking really healthy. Waiting for the next rain, but of course, there isn't any forecast, and this area is under extreme drought conditions right now. There's a beautiful little tree right there. Just starting out. Hoping for some water, like everything else. Got another little lizard here. There's another one. After a really steep climb, I got up this far. Oh. It looks like I gotta scramble over some more rocks to get to the top. Shit. I basically walked my way into a trap. There's really no way to get off this little peak I ended up on without going up really steep. And it's really steep down over here. So I think I'm gonna have to just slide back down that way I came. Get on my butt, I guess. And just go down easy because it is steep. But there's no way for me to get up over here on top. And even if I did, I'd be constantly running into more canyons. That's the way I came. And then over here, I see there's a possibility going down this ravine. What I can't tell is how close it gets to the bottom. But I think what I want to do is give it a chance. See what happens. Got a big helicopter flying around here. So far so good. I think I can see the bottom down there, so hopefully there's no big drop off before I get there. It's the only problem with hiking when you can't see. And these rocks have a bunch of gravel on them, which makes them really, really difficult to walk on. Oh. Is this the bottom? Oh yeah. Yes. This is the bottom. Well, almost. And I'm going to have to slide down this sand hill here. Try to keep upright. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Yeah, there's a big helicopter coming over. I waved at it. Just being friendly. I see it turn around. Oh, wow. Back down in the slot. Whew. It's terrible. You get up there and you run out of options and you just got to come back down. But the problem out here is you never know, because you can't quite see the bottom. You never know whether you might get 20 feet from the bottom and all of a sudden there's a rock drop off there. Well, I made it. Oh boy, I got this wasp that keeps buzzing me around me. I gave them some water back there. I guess they want more. So the slot canyon ends in what looks like a double waterfall. And so I tried to get around and get up above that, but I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to find another way to get up there. I tried a couple different ways, but either one would allow me to get to the top. It just got me to another canyon. So that's it on this slot exploration, but there are some other areas along here that I'm definitely going to explore, other ways to get to the top and then move across the top more easily. So stay tuned.